And welcome back to badmintonireland.tv, and the women's doubles has just started here at the Carlton Irish Under-19 Open 2013. I'm your host, S.Boyle. Beside me here is Richard Vaughan, CEO of Badminton Ireland. Hi Richard.
Hey Thomas. It's a interesting ladies doubles final. The last game of the day, and I think it'll be a close match with plenty of long rallies like that
one. A chance for Rachel to maybe renew rivalries with Alana after their ladies singles. Obviously a completely different game.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think Sarah won the Mount Pleasant Open last week, so it was a good win for her. I think she turned 16 last week, so a good young player coming through. Rachel, good young player coming through. So two singles players trying to play doubles, if you like. Where Keedy and Alana are more established doubles partnership, should be kind of stronger and a better teamwork between them to pull through, but still be a close match.
And will we see any variation in style between the two players, you think, or I suppose we'll see how it develops?
Yeah, I think I think they said that Alana and Keedy will be more organised, so a lot more rotation, more organisation in defence and attack, where Sarah and Rachel are more individuals. Maybe some good shots, but there might be some spaces in the mid-court in particular and at the front of the court. So it's really going to be key for Alana and Keedy just to take the net and to focus around the first three shots. But a good start by Sarah and Rachel with a 7-1 lead. Again, simple mistakes really coming from Alana and Keedy. No long rally. So 8-1 is...
They couldn't have asked for a better start, really.
Yeah, no, they're doing really well. I think the pressure builds as well for Keedy and Alana until they get more points on the board. So nothing to lose for Rachel and Sarah. You see by this rally, like good net shot by Keedy, which is going to be the key. If Alana and Keedy get to the net and force Rachel and Sarah to lift, then I'm sure they'll do well. But simple mistakes around the first three shots like that are going to cost them. Again, the simple shot there. I think the Carlton shuttles are really good, but they're a little bit heavier, and there's going to be longer rallies, which should suit Alana and Rachel. Alana and Keedy. If it was a faster shuttle that folded, then it might suit Sarah and Rachel more. But with these Carlton shuttles, there's going to be lots of rallies. That was a good smash by Rachel there. You wouldn't really expect these mistakes from a more established doubles pair from Keedy and Alana. So I think Sarah and Rachel really need to get on top while things are going well for them.
Just a simple finish there for Alana, so hopefully they may be able to move on and get a few points in a row before the interval.
Again, another easy point takes them to the lead. That's a positive first half of the game for Sarah and Rachel. I don't think they'd be expecting to be 11-4 up at the break. Again, two singles players, they've got no pressure, so they can just focus and relax. So it's going to be difficult with Alana and Keedy, 11-4 down, some pressure. They're going to have to really concentrate in the next half of the match.
And no coaches, so they're...
Again, all island match, so the island coaches aren't involved, so gives the players some good opportunity to work the match out for themselves, and I think it's a positive thing. So.
Players are sometimes too dependent on coaches. And
Definitely, especially with younger players. So I think it's one of the strengths of the tournament that allows the Irish players to play high level and to get used to those tactics themselves.
So then develop their tactical brain and how they deal with situations and when a match.
Especially in this type of match here, there's a space there for the cross block from Rachel, and I think it's very important the players work those things out for themselves. And a good positive start here by Rachel and Sarah, just very simple, no mistakes. until that backhand mistake. Yeah.
Commentator's curse.
I think the next 4 or 5 points will be key. Can Keedy and Alana get back up to 10 in a run, or Sarah and Rachel are going to run away with and open up a gap? So again, the last point, it was a simple serve. First 3 shots are going to be key, and you can see Alana and Keedy need to follow up on the third shot. It's going to be important. As the rallies go on, I think it'll be quite equal.
Just an unforced error there, so.
And then good solid play there. It's always interesting to see if Rachel and Sarah are tactical and maybe pick on Keedy, like I think they're trying to do in that rally, but Keedy showing good defence on the straight, or if they're just going to try and outplay both opponents. At the moment, I think they're trying to outplay both opponents.
You can also kind of hear Rachel and Sarah having to call for each other, or yours and mine, a little bit more. Obviously, you were saying that they're two singles players, not an established doubles pairing, and you can see even though they're rotating quite well, there is a lot of calls.
Gaps, and honestly, one left player and one right-handed player as well. Sarah being a left-handed player, so those things are tiring as well. And as the match goes on, those gaps happen more, So again, you see the last 4 or 5 points have been relatively easy points for Alana and Keedy, and just pulled themselves back into the match. So again, Rachel just picking on Keedy a little bit on playing on the cross and then the straight, and hoping to get the unforced error. And another unforced error from Alana on the return. So again, there's those errors that are going to really be the decider in the match.
2 cheap points.
But again, I think this is where the event's good for the players, to work those things out for themselves with our coach, and good international environment. Everybody focused on the Fifes Bananas prize for the winners as well. So, good strength by Alana on the straight attack.
But good defense.
Good defense, yeah. Ooh. And luckily, that's like a singles net shot, as we call them. You see, just working the rally. Good attack by Rachel, a block, a singles net shot by Sarah, a bit high, and she's really lucky to get away with that, I think.
Well, maybe just a good bit of pressure by Sarah at the net, just letting her know I'm here,
it's good
to
stay there. Yeah, exactly. Again, some easy points from the singles pairing. So a big 2-3 points.
Ooh.
You see the left-right combination.
Yeah.
And nobody there on that side of the court in that one.
They're still in the rally though, so that.
Yeah. You see Keedy and Alana, there's no space. There was a half rotation there, almost rumored to happen there in the singles besides that. You can see those spaces are going to become more apparent as the match goes on. So I think if Alana and Keedy can claw back and win this one, they'll be quite confident. Again, more of a singles block instead of a cross block or a drive into court that you'd expect in doubles.
I suppose, as you say, this opportunity for Rachel and Sarah, they really have to grab this first game. Really, if
Yeah,
they don't,
I think it'd be very difficult for them to come back. So big pressure serve. See the space. Nobody's covering the space, and a lucky good shot. But lucky. But again, it's more Sarah does the kill and then runs off the court.
Yeah.
So it's a case of what happens if it comes back type of. And she's very lucky. Yeah, easy for Lana.
Just grinding her down and just keep push.
Against position, good position. So another big serve. Oh, and giving the lift away quite easy and an easy smash. You can see the doubles pair just grinding things. Smash on the backhand side, very, very fixed on the backhand. There's a big space in the shoulder area.
Good play there by Sarah.
Yeah, good. Again, more the mistake from Alana by missing that again. Lack of movement from Sarah after the smash. She kind of very standing instead of she's a meter further back than she should be. So we're lucky to get away with that. Unforced error again.
You can see the frustration on her face.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're not doing singles players much favours with easy points like that. Again, easy points, and you can tell with the singles players is that if you just the smash and it's the staticness after the shot. With a good doubles play, will hit and it'll move forward straight away instinctively, and that's really the difference. There's not much more of a difference in that. And again, another error from Sarah. So that's 3 in a row. Brings it 18-0.
That's quite really is. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you see the momentum's with Alana and Keely. Sarah's made 3 or 4 mistakes. Rachel's made 1 or 2. So the confidence is going to be low and very static. So like nobody going to the net after that. No, they both go to the net. And
did she get away with it?
No.
Oh.
So it's really the staticness is caused by the the confidence, and without the confidence, they've really lost their momentum. So good. That was more of a single shot. That was very good. Gives us a nice pressure serve from Sarah. Test her backhand double serve.
Ooh, high.
And 17.
Sharp
Bad backhand again. Yeah, good smash. Again, a very poor backhand from Sarah, and Keely's played the right shot but just made an easy mistake. I think they're only going to get one chance on this. It's going to be interesting. Again, they've got the lift, the 2 singles players. Oh, and it's just out. So, surprise, first set. I think Alana and Keely by far the better pair. So it's just really the unforced errors from Alana and Keely that's cost them the match. Rachel and Sarah look like singles players, but they've done well to win the first game.
It should give them confidence going.
Should give them confidence going to the second. The more pressure on Alana and Keely, but Alana and Keely look like the better doubles pair. So it'll be interesting second set. So I think the first couple of points are going to be essential for Sarah and Rachel. If they lose a few 3, 4, 5 points, I think it's going to be very difficult for them to maintain. They had an 8-1 lead in the last match, which they hang on to. See Alana and Keely just looking a lot sturdier and in the right place, and simple mistake from Sarah in the midcourt.
She had a chance to win that rally though, really.
Yeah, again, it's just Alana and Keely almost forcing them into the mistake by getting a few difficult defensive shots back. And again, it's those simple mistakes that really got them in the 8-1 deficit in the first set. And another very easy mistake. It's one of those matches where if you had a snapshot and you watch 10 seconds, you'd think in the rallies that Keely and Alana are winning, because they just look at in a better position. So surprising to have Sarah and Rachel winning. Again, much stronger play by Alana and Keedy with a good sturdy Carlton shuttle. So the power is really gonna get them through this match. Again, good positioning again, right in the right place. Nobody in that position for Sarah and Rachel.
Is it a case of when Sarah's coming in that Rachel's not coming back around enough in a sense?
Yeah, I think there's two things. There's no consistency with Sarah and Rachel, so sometimes they move, sometimes they don't. So then the other one doesn't really know if they should cover or not. When they do move in, the other one's not there. So it's just lots of inconsistencies and no confidence. Which, as the match progresses and people get tired, it's going to see Keedy and Alana really walk away with the game, I think.
In a sense, it's not instinctive for them for their position.
Yeah, exactly.
The attractions of a second too late in a sense.
Especially when you get tired. So. I guess the frustration for them and their coaches that, as players, they're good. It's just there's no movement between them.
And for young players like, say, Keedy and Alan, do you think they'd be aware of that inexperience and know how to exploit it in a sense?
Yeah,
exactly. Or is it just that the other pair are just being just at fault, basically?
No, I think that's Alana and Keedy will be aware of that, and they know playing in a set formation will create opportunities for them. I think Alana and Keedy's main weakness, if any, is just the simple mistakes. I think the double play and the tactics of rotation on the smash, like here, is very good. So lifting one side and lifting the other side, making Rachel work really hard. So I think that's a real strength. See a good shot there. Again, it's not a major tactical win. It's just a drop shot, and Keedy's really struggled to get there. It's nothing wrong with the game or rotation. Again, still surprised that it's so close. 5-6. A good shot there. 7-5.
Nice serves enough, not necessarily being punished either. Some of the serves are.
Exactly. I think again it's part of the rotation. So Sarah's done a good attacking shot from the net. She should stay at the net and go forward, and it should really be Rachel in behind with a big attacking shot. But you can see Sarah's pushed and she's actually gone back, which means she's out of position and she can't smash. So it's exactly those type of rotations that are creating the problems. Good cross clearing and picking on Keedy a little bit, so keeping Keedy pinned at the back, making the space at the front, and then attacking clear onto Keedy's side. Just working Keedy, who's slightly weaker than Alana and other foot.
See Alana just trying to encourage her, just to get her to relax.
Good play to Rachel, like better doubles play, like driving, coming forward. Against Sarah and Rachel, good at coming forward in straight lines. What they don't like is the diagonal. So, for example, if Keedy or Alana had block cross, both Sarah and Rachel are on the straight. So it's the straight lines are good. Again, Rachel coming in straight there. But lots of mistakes coming in now. Again, easy mistake in the shoulder area. So good serve, push by Rachel, bad lift by Keedy, and then very backhand heavy. So there's always a space in that racket shoulder area for anybody with a backhand defense. It always amazes me that so many young players have backhand defense, so strong backhand defense when they should really be sort of 50-50 forehand backhand. It's never good to be 100% backhand defense. And Keedy and Alana taking the 11-8 lead and looking pretty confident now for taking this set. Again, Alana and Keedy like dominating with a channel attack. Looking a lot more confident as the game goes on. And then again, just a simple mistake there. She did all the hard work, 20-shot rally. All Alana has to do is a simple net shot and just keep the attack, and she's almost trying to win too easy instead of just continuing the channel attack. Good play by Sarah there. We call it dingles. It's like a singles double shot there.
Good job.
Again, it's almost like a singles again. It's very basic, like more of a singles, moving Keedy to the back and then a simple drop shot down the middle. Alana and Keedy should never get caught by simple shots like that. And only get a very simple backhand defense out. I think the next 3 points for Sarah and Rachel key if they're gonna take the set.
That's it. You could just see Rachel's disgusted at her return there.
Keedy and Alana could just close the set up by the first 3 shots. Good serves, good return of serves, and get it onto the third shot. Again, the third shot. It's a bit like the singles, where both opponents in the second set in particular were making easier mistakes after a good first set. Whichever player really plays, don't make those simple mistakes. I think they're gonna win this set. I think Keedy and Alana in a good defensive position, making very good defense. Yeah, very good. Again, it's a net play by Keedy was won that point. Again, a little bit closer than we expected in the second set. Again, lack of movement. Like Rachel's done a good shot and Sarah's stood and she hasn't moved. So
should she have stepped right there just to cut off
the
channel?
you're always trying to cover your opponents, your partner. So if your partner goes to the left, you go to the left to cover behind them. So it's just a lack of movement. You never see that from Alana and Keedy. Again, if there are mistakes from Alana and Keedy, they're in the right position. Good doubles pair. I guess the Dingles players coming up with the slow drops instead of the more attack as well. Especially with Alana, they're a bit stronger at the back of the court than Sarah and Rachel.
I think there's good communication between Alana and Keedy, as I say, between each rally, and
it's probably
that rapport build up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's probably the strength. Good communication. Yeah, I think it helps with the confidence.
Good rally here. Good defense by both sides.
Yeah.
Out of position though.
I think that's a really good rally where they've lost the rally, but Alana's managed to get the shuttle back, turned her into an attack, and then as the rally goes on, Rachel and Sarah get pulled out of position, and they've managed to lose a point they should have won quite easy. Again, another like again static after the drop shot, hasn't moved. Rachel stuck at the front, and that creates the space. But again, it's the slow drop shot that's caused the problem. If Sarah just smashed from the back, they wouldn't have been able to get caught in the same position. Again, a few mistakes. I guess it's the September start of the season tournament. Players have been training quite hard, physical through the summer. Haven't been playing much badminton, and lots of serves and clears going out the back off the first 3 shots, which you wouldn't hopefully see mid-season.
Commanding lead here now, 5 points.
Yeah,
It's
looking very good. Yeah, it's looking very good for them. And they look confident as well, which is the key. I think Sarah and Rachel, they don't have big attacks, so really struggling to get through.
And they're really just finding the spaces. Alana. Really
There's a good rally where they just simple lift on the back end of the court and it's a clear winner. You've got the left-handed, right-handed partnership of Sarah and Rachel as well, which adds another dimension into that.
Fine, if you used to say, I think it was the previous match with the light body brothers.
Yeah, they're
one is a
more
left
used
and a
to it.
right hand.
Yeah, exactly. And again, the Carlton shuttle is really sturdy and good, and there are always going to be long rallies. There's not going to be many quick points.
So it's 1-1 here, and 1 game all. I'd say you really expect KD and Alana really just bring this home now. Really.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of the same in the third, and I guess it's up to Sarah and Rachel to keep their heads up. They know what's going to happen. They know all of these facts that the defense is a little bit weaker, their attack's a little bit weaker, and KD and Alana just look more confident. I think the big opportunity for Sarah and Rachel was the start of the second, where if they could have got out of the blocks early there and got on top, there would have been a lot of pressure on Alana and KD, and unfortunately, Sarah and Rachel were making very easy mistakes in those points, and I think since then it's just become easier for Alana and KD.
And is there certain things they could, I suppose, Sarah and Rachel need to work out who should be taking certain types of shots at
but
this
again,
stage,
it comes back to if they had a
have
coach, the coach might be telling them what to do, but I guess the question is, does Rachel and Sarah know what they should be doing? And I think that's the key. If they knew the positioning, they could talk and work on it together. So the big question is, do they know where they should be on the court? And again, that's where it's really good not to have coaches, because it's a good test for themselves. And I think could have had the answer in that first rally there. So again, Sarah's done a good drive. She's come back, where if she's going to do that shot, she has to stay at the front, and Rachel has to go in behind her. So again, Alana and KD looking a lot more confident. Better positioning.
But is it a case of singles players just afraid to get too close to the net, in a sense of why they're holding back, in a sense, because of that singles instinct too? Yeah,
it's just they're not used to it. So they're not used to being in singles. You've always got to cover the rest of the court, so you never get too close to the net. Where here, obviously, they have to rely on the partner, and it looks a little bit like they're not relying on each other. So they can't quite trust the other one to be moving around them. So even if they know they need to be at the front, and they can be, it's almost like they don't trust the other person to cover, So. Again, good job. So again, KD should she should get that good smash by Sarah, rotation, and a very good deceptive drop shot. But again, KD should get those.
But probably it was a short lift as well. It was
inside
the
maybe a bit of concentration as well. So. The frustration for Sarah and Rachel is that the game's quite close, like this rally, like good defense by Rachel, good lift, and then causes the unforced error. So they're in the match, so the frustration is that they could have very much easily have won this game if they could have just fixed one or two of the little rotation issues.
We won't give up on them yet. It's only 4-3, so I suppose we should... doing well in this match. And last 2 points pretty good by them. So
again, KD and Alana have been in the right place. They're just unforced errors. So I guess the frustration for Alana and KD's coach is why are there so many unforced errors? Because the positioning and everything's very good. So.
I suppose you still have to play the shot at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. It's concentration. maybe they're just playing to the crowd. They know they're on the streaming and they get as much of the match on TV as possible.
Camera nerves, is it?
Exactly.
Better positioning there, possibly by the...
Yeah. I think again, covering the court a little bit better, moving after the shot, which is key. So hit the first shot and then looking for the next shot. I think Sarah's been guilty of a little bit being static after hitting, which is always going to be difficult in doubles. And again, Keedy and Alana are a little bit guilty of, like the first set, of just letting two shots drop the back of the court. Easy, very easy shots. So that'll be frustrating for their coach. Nothing wrong with the doubles. Again, Sarah just letting the shuttle go straight past her on the front of the court. Rachel getting it on the body behind her, and again, very easy shot by Keedy, good. Again, Sarah's done a very good shot here. She should just go in and keep the net.
Right.
And she comes straight back.
Instinct is the first, yeah.
And then Rachel's not covering, so very easy double swing to correct. Again, Alana playing really well, causing Rachel to, again, should just be a net shot and start the rally again, instead of she's trying to play a shot that Lynn Dan wouldn't be able to do, instead of just a simple net shot. So again, Keedy and Alana straight back in there again after a lapse. Okay, that was better from Sarah, forcing the smash cross, forcing a drive back into the space. That time Keedy was guilty of not really moving after the smash forward and causing the error. Again, just picking on Keedy a little bit. Again, Alana very solid in defence. You can see Alana, they were very good defence, so then they pick on Keedy and are able to get through.
Some good strong smashing from Sarah and Rachel.
Yeah, exactly. Again, huge space behind Sarah there. This is really Dingles at his best. No rotation. Very static, but again they're able to get through. So
it says a lot for their as I say, their individual skill and
their
power
exactly.
And their defence.
Both playing well half-court singles. I guess Alana and Keedy will be a bit frustrated that they can't make more use of the space.
They're 11-7 up and
exactly.
ahead in this game.
Maybe Dingles is the way forward. I'll have to speak to Rexy Meneke, and he was always trying to get me to go forward onto the net when I used to play with him in doubles and kind of control the net because it's a singles player, and so maybe Dingles is the way forward.
So obviously these next point or two really is absolutely crucial. Richard for
they're going to be a huge test for Alana and Keedy. Like, they know they can play better, but there's more and more pressure on them because they're expected to win. So
they're in trouble though, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
12-7 down.
Yeah. I think the other reason they're in a little bit of trouble is because they're actually playing quite well rotation-wise. So it's just simple errors in concentration, and they're the ones that become harder as you have more pressure. So. Again, Alana very good.
Ooh.
I'm not quite sure why Rachel and Sarah are playing on Alana so much actually, because Alana's playing very well and they're very lucky to get away with that. So. So again, next 4 or 5 points, crucial.
Nice
Terrible
and
serve.
out, but it was out.
Terrible serve by Sarah and Alana. Again, just concentration. Again, another terrible serve. So they need a run. They need a run of 4 points to get back in the match, probably.
Miss hit, but it's over.
Yeah, it's very good again. Keedy into the space. And Alana has a very big smash.
Two of them both going for it again.
Yeah.
Smiles on them in the middle of the rally.
Yeah, very good rotation and play by Sarah. I think as well it's a danger for Rachel and Sarah to think, they've got their eye on the 5 bananas and they think they've won. And as soon as they drop their concentration, I think the rotation of Keedy and Alana is going to come through. Again, a very easy mistake. Another example. And now they're back
why
into
did
the
she
match.
play that shot, do you think? In a sense?
I think there's a good reason. I think it's just concentration.
I like to give you an easy question now and again, Richard. You know what I mean?
Like most of the shots, some mistakes. There's nothing wrong with the shot they're trying to play. It's just the error of margin, or why you try to play a shot so tight when there's really pressure. So again, it's a learning curve for the young players, and again, why the tournament's so good for them, and it's very good for them not to have a coach to learn these things.
I'm sure they'll be able to watch the replays and
yeah, exactly. Where you can see Sarah and Rachel are very relaxed, not looking focused. Both getting confused on that shot. Keedy and Alana look a lot more focused. So,
well, Alana's had to come back from a couple of matches this weekend, and
has
when she's been down 4 or 5 points, are crucial parts of a game. And
Sarah again, a terrible block. She knows she has to make up for it by coming forward, and instead she's kind of too deep in the court, and very easy point for Alana.
No pressure on the tumble.
No, nowhere near there. Nowhere near. So again, a very easy block into net by Sarah. So again, if I was Alana and Keedy now, you'd be focusing on Sarah. She's just given 3 points away. She doesn't look focused. And if I was Alana and Keedy, I'd really focus on Sarah, because it looks as if she can give away a few easy points. And again, that's what they're doing. Easy shot onto Sarah. Yeah, again. And they're straight back into it as we
and even that shot there was maybe about 2 or 3 shots before that rally. It went past Rachel in a sense, and was that one she should be trying to intercept, but was slightly
I think you're always going to get that with a Dingles pair. So I think that's acceptable. I think it's more the mistake at the end of it which is the issue. And again, you just see a bad serve there by Alana as well. So lots of unforced errors from both. And again, Alana's very dominant at the front.
Should they even be, I suppose, people when Alana serving, should they be pushing up on her a little bit more, trying just put even bit more pressure on her serve?
Always. Again, it's and the other way around as well. I think Sarah serves it in quite poor. So Keedy and Alana. Sarah, being a singles player, probably isn't used to serving backhand so much, so they should be putting a lot more pressure on. They've been a bit nice, Keedy and Alana. They should be putting a lot more pressure on 2 singles players.
There hasn't been a flick serve, I don't think, in the whole of the game.
No,
obviously that they feel the players are standing that bit far back.
Exactly. I think Sarah and Rachel really struggled to change angles, and you can see there's a miscue out, and instead of like a simple block and go into the net, they're always trying something a little bit complicated. And again, I'm really surprised that Sarah and Rachel done so well to be in front, because if you look at it from a tactical doubles point of view, Alana and Keedy are so much more organised.
Big point here, 18-16 up.
Yeah, huge point, I think. See, no rotation. That's,
is it in?
I think it's in. So again, that's just pretty bad from Rachel and Sarah's point of view on a virtual game point. Yeah, very good smash from Alana.
Good defense as well, good recovery.
Yeah, well, Alana and Katie still have the attack, which is the key. And Alana, with those long arms, is always going to win at the front. Again, Alana being the key difference.
She could just intercepted that, as you say.
Yeah, I think the question would be, why would Sarah and Rachel play on Alana in the first place? Again, a lovely smash by Rachel, but then nobody following up. And again, lovely smash. And that time a little bit lucky, the block was made on the middle. And this is where the players are going to be thinking about the prize, the Badminton Ireland drinks bottle for the winners, and they kind of lose their concentration. It's all about concentration in the last couple of points. And again, like either one of them just had to play a net shot, and instead they've kind of both got there and both playing the wrong shot. Like they're both early, they just have to play a net shot, and one of them stays at the front. And I guess the advantage of advantages to the doubles players. Oh, very good smash by Alana there. Good power and follow through as well. And again, a lovely smash by Alana. A good second smash, and she moves forward straight away. Oh, she's excellent doubles, and then just concentration.
Match point.
It's a surprise. Oh. Thought Sarah had it out the back then. Very good defense by Alana. Working the players around the back of the court. Again, great defense. Great shot by Alana to stop lifting.
Oh yes! Oh!
And they saved their doubles. Their one doubles rotation in the entire match for the last point. Is that perfect timing or what? Look at that. You can see she's blocked and she's moved forward. And I say that's the first time Sarah really hit the move straight away. So perfect time to play some doubles.
Excellent. That was a great finish to.
Yeah, no, it was good match. Good for ladies. Good ladies doubles there, and they'll be looking forward to their Badminton Ireland drinks bottles and their Feist bananas.
Thank you, Richard. And
Good game.
Thank you for watching. I say that's the end of today's matches at the Carlton Irish Open Under 19. I suppose our next events will be, Richard, when is it?
The future series in a month's time. So. Everybody can watch that live on badmintonisland.tv. All of the Carlton shuttles that are available at this event are available on badmintonisland.eshop. So everybody can stay tuned for highlights of today's play as well as on badmintonisland.tv. So they're fully available.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for watching and listening, and we hope to see you all again on badmintonisland.tv as the future series open, or maybe if you're nearby, come down and watch a bit of exciting badminton here, see the great setup down here at Badminton Centre.